Greetings, YouTube. I'm still trying to process how hilarious, and by hilarious I mean hilariously bad, this 12,000 six-star Vision bundle truly is. It's pricing gold like it's 2015. It's pricing six-star Vision like it's 2018. It is almost 2023. We have an announcement for 7 stars next spring. And who uses six-star Vision regularly anyway? I don't know anybody that does. Maybe they're out there. But if that's not funny enough, as a reminder, you can also spend more than 12,000 units, 15,500 on all 3 levels of the Advanced Kang Rank Up Bundle, which for Cavalier players is like lighting your Cyber Weekend units on fire and then dunking your head in bleach. I just don't understand why Kabam thinks this is going to be a good idea, but I also know sometimes people are tempted to buy special offers because they're only out once a year. But it's like getting punched in the face only once a year. You don't want to do it. You don't look forward to it. So don't get punched in the face multiple times if you buy multiple tiers of these offers. Now, sometimes they say the hardest advice to take is your own, but I took my own advice and got right up to the glory line of 15,000 with 14,858. Basically, I had to calculate exactly what I needed to spend to not waste the glory. I still think you should be able to hoard at least double this, at least 30,000 glory. I get Kabam doesn't want you to hoard glory, but at the same time, if you're going to expand the glory store like they have, you really need to make it better to hoard glory, at least to the point where you can get to 20,000. We'll start 5,000 more. But the new Black ISO market, no. Incursion, no. Prof, no. Boost, no. How about the glory? Oh, the new glory store. And you can see, you can spend your glory now on some relic rank ups, hard pass, including some tier 1 and tier 2 class fragments, hard pass. And then look at this beautiful thing. Half of a tier 5 basic now for 160 glory as a Paragon player. That's crazy. You can see the tier 6 basic fragments, which will come into play in this video. You can see the 5% tier 5 class catalyst fragment crystals. You can see the tier 6 ISO selector, uncollected golden crystals. So there's some good value, there's some bad value, and there's some meh value. I still say if you can grind units as an arena player like I can, from now on, the glory for Tier 2 Alpha and Tier 5 Basic should be reserved for emergency circumstances. Maybe one of those is this weekend. Maybe you find that you need far more rank up materials than you have, along with some gold, for the high amount of 6-star champions that are new that you have added to your roster inevitably this weekend. Well, that makes sense. But on a non-July 4th Cyber Weekend special Deadpool event, you want to just skip all of that and spend your units, especially if you're Paragon or Thronebreaker, but especially Paragon, in the Catalyst store on Tier 2 Alpha and Tier 5 Basic. Save the units for that. Save your glory for things that you can't get yet in the Catalyst store, and that is rank 4 materials. Now, these things go up in price big time fast. We're specifically talking, of course, about Tier 6 Basic Catalyst Fragments and Tier 3 Alpha. It's also nice to see Tier 4 Basic are down to 30 glory. That's pretty dang low. But the Tier 3 Alpha and the Tier 6 Basic, that's what I'm going to be encouraging myself to buy most of the time. You can see that they now have limit 1, is it per day? It appears to be per day, of Tier 3 Catalyst, Tier 2 Catalyst, Tier 1 Catalyst. But here's my big question. Are you going to give us a chance to get Tier 4 Catalyst? Because right now, that's what's missing in the Glory store. How strange is it that they're giving us Tier 3 and Tier 2 and Tier 1, but not Tier 4? That means even more so, the Battlegrounds best deal, even better than the 6-star 6 stones, and that's my favorite still overall, is the Tier 4 class Catalyst selectors for 100 measly trophy tokens. Because, as a reminder, even if you lose all 3 matches in Battlegrounds, hello, all of our favorite, all of our favorite requirement. But in Battlegrounds, even if you lose all 3 matches every 2 days, you can easily, and I mean easily, get the 600 trophy tokens, which gets you 6 tier 4 class catalyst selectors. That's incredible. So, as a recap, what I would advise the average summoner to do: go to the Catalyst store for tier 2 alpha and tier 5 basic. Go to Battlegrounds for 6 stones and tier 4 class catalyst selectors. And go to Glory for rank 4 materials. Of course, I'm talking about tier 3 alpha and tier 6 basic. It's also worth noting that some of you have told me that you're obsessed with these Alliance Quest energy refills because it allows you a chance to, well, blow through Alliance Quest in like an hour. And by an hour, I mean like maybe 10 minutes, depending on how difficult it is. In our case, it's map 6. So, 150 glory for that. For the mental health it gives you, the boost of dopamine, of just knowing you don't have to worry about it, that might be worth it to you to buy that at least once a week. But tier 1 alpha is actually terribly priced at 20 compared to tier 4 basic, which is 30. Tier 4 basic are still worth far more than tier 1 alpha overall in the game. And so tier 1 alpha is not a good value. I also think the ISO, unless you're in a crunch, is not a good value. The tier 5 class catalyst fragment crystals are a terrible RNG value for 200 glory. This might be the worst thing in the glory store. Laugh at it, shake your head at it, do not buy it. Really, the only selectors that you should worry about buying are in the Battleground store, nothing in the glory. So I have promised I'm going to spend some glory, and I'm going to put my money where my mouth is if money is glory. And I'm going to spend 3 of each of these. You know what? Probably going to have an overflow glory if I just do that. I'm going to do... See, look at how much it jumps. It jumps 1,000. All right, we'll go 4. I wouldn't be doing this. I'd only be doing 3 if I didn't have almost the max of glory. So we're going to do 4... tier 3 alphas and 4 tier 4 basic. And that will get me down to 9,000 glory, and when I get my new glory, that should take me right around 15,000 again. But for the record, I would normally have bought 3 of each and probably just topped off my glory tank, so to speak, on a couple of tier 2 alpha or tier 5 basic because I have so many. But if I only had that much glory, I'd just do tier 6 basic and tier 5 or tier 6 basic and tier 3 alpha and call it a day. It's worth noting that because I did that for my own inventory, I now have over 2 tier 6 basic and 2 tier 3 alpha. So, pretty excited about that. I hope this video helps you all. Thanks again for your patience when I was with Israel's family for an early Thanksgiving. It's nice to be back and make this video.